Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you, Manha?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm very fine. Shukr alhamdulillah. So, dear viewers, this is our regular English practice session. Today, Manha bint Abdullah has joined. So, Manha, we will talk about walking today. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Manha, do you enjoy walking
I really enjoy walking. I usually walk every day after our sessions.
at night?
Yes, at night usually.
Okay, why do you walk every day, Manha?
I think walking is really nice because I feel refreshed and I feel walking is also a part of an exercise. So it's really great for my body and I can also talk to my parents about my day and we can communicate with each other pretty nicely while we walk. So I think that would be the main reason why I walk every day.
When you are at school, do you sometimes walk with your classmates, your friends?
Actually, during school, I don't really get the time because usually during tiffin time, I'm doing homework. But if I do get time, I try to walk with my friends.
Okay. So how do you feel when you walk?
I feel really nice. I feel very productive when I walk, since walking is also part of an exercise, and I think that I'm exercising. So I think that I feel very productive.
Okay. Children like you love walking or jogging?
I think that mostly people around my age like walking, but younger than that, they like running and jogging.
Let's talk about the nursery students, class one students. They are always running in the school premises.
Yes, they're always very active. They always want to play and run.
Okay. So do you think everyone needs to walk?
I think personally, yes, because it's a really good health benefit. You can walk and it's really nice. It's a good exercise. Plus, it can keep your mind fresh. Plus, after walking, you get a bit tired after walking, since walking is a part of an exercise. And after exercising, we all get tired, so it results in good sleep. So I think that walking is really nice and everybody should walk.
And Manha, sometimes you also go far away from your city for travel. So do you work that time also? You are on vacation, visiting some places.
Well, during vacation, I usually don't get time since my parents are busy. We are going out or shopping. So I think that during vacation, it's just a little break. And after we come home, we start walking.
Mhm. Okay. Did your teachers ever talk about the benefits of walking in the class? Do you remember this?
I don't
Or
think
any?
that our teacher has talked about that. So I think that my school didn't actually talk about that. So no.
Okay. So Manha said there is an event at your school, as a speech competition, and your topic is walking. So you will be told to talk on walking. You will be telling about walking in such a manner so that students are motivated to walk every day. What would you tell in 1 minute? Can you uh, can you show us that in 1 minute? What would you tell?
Okay, sure. Can I start now?
Yeah, yes, please.
So first of all, I would start by saying Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Manha bint Abdullah. I'm from class 5 and I'm a student of the Jala Professional School and College, Noakhali. So today, our topic on talking is walking. So most people around my age or older see walking as boring or as an exercise. Even though walking can sometimes be really fun, even though it's an exercise, I really enjoy walking and I try to walk every day during the evening and all the times. So most people are saying that, oh, I don't have any time. So if you don't even have time during the day, I think that you should walk during the night. So I really don't walk during the day. I only walk during the night. So I think that walking is really nice and it's a really good exercise and it gives a lot of health benefits. You can lose some weight, and after we all know that after exercising, running or walking, we feel very tired, and and this can result in good sleep. Some of us might have insomnia, or some of us can't sleep really well at night, and I will say that sometimes I can't even sleep really well at night. So because I know that I can't sleep well at night, I always try to walk for 30 minutes or an hour every day, just so that I can feel a bit tired, just so that I can fall asleep. So I think that many students might be very tired. So I think that if you are looking for a good reason and just a good night of sleep, I think walking would be bestly recommended for you. And walking is really nice. Since the people in China, they always try to exercise. They always try to walk. Even the people and old people in their 70s and 80s, they still walk. And you know that Chinese people also live really long, like really long lives. So I think that walking is really nice, and I think that their secret to a long and healthy life must be exercising. So I think that we should all try to work, even though if you're too young or not, and if you have a bit more energy, maybe you can run. Running is also nice, and also jogging. So this is my speech on walking. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you have talked more than 1 minute. It was really good to hear from you about walking. So, Manha, uh, your English is fluent, I see. How did you learn English? Tell us that story.
Well, I learned English when I was in class 2. So during the time in quarantine, I got really bored and I decided what can I do with all of this free time? I mean, like there is no school and I can't even go out to play or anything. So I decided back then I was really bad at English, because like Bangla, I was really bad at both English and Bangla, so I didn't know what to do. So I decided that I'm gonna learn English. So every day for 4 hours straight, my screen time was 4 hours. Every single day, I decided to watch videos in English. Not the educational videos of like learning tense, grammar, or anything. I was just watching silly videos from many YouTubers like H. Devlin, Erica Ha, Emily Ha. I really love watching the Ha sisters and SS Sniper Wolf. Even though they make videos about silly challenges and stuff, I really liked it and I started to pick up on that accent and the way that they talk. Even though I didn't know any grammar, I only learned how to speak fluently by watching some silly little videos. And for 2 years, I did that for 2 years since the quarantine started and ended. And after that, one day, my mom got really mad. She was like, "You're using the phone too much. You should try to go study or something." But then that day, I decided to tell my mom that I learned English. And she was really stunned and really surprised. And to the point where my dad came back from his office, my mom was like, hey, come look, Mana can speak English. They were both very surprised, but my dad was like, maybe she can speak the hello, yes, no, thank you, kind of simple English. But when he tested me, he saw that no, I was really capable of something. And then my mom asked me, Manha, how did you learn English? And I said that, Mom, you said that I watch the phone too much. Well, actually, I've been spending a lot of time of my day learning English, and she was very surprised. So it mainly took me 3 years to learn English, 2 years to learn how to speak fluently, and I spent 1 year, another year in to learn grammar. After I learned English, I went to my school my BM school, which was in Rangpur, and the principal actually loved me a lot. And so one day, there's a program called English Olympiad, right? The people from the English Olympiad came to our school in Rangpur, and my principal had me represent the school, even though I was only in class two. So at that time, I learned about English Olympiad, and I was also gifted a medal. So after that, I went home and I joined English Olympiad, and now it is my third year in English Olympiad, and now I'm going to the theater round. I think in um they haven't released the date, so I think that's really nice. So this is actually my story of learning English, how I learned English in quarantine, and I would say I learned English accidentally out of boredom. Uncle, you're muted.
Thank you, Manha. It is good to know your personal story about how you learned English. So that 2 years, was it a very difficult journey for you, boring journey, or it was a pleasant and exciting journey for you?
Would say that it's kind of in the middle, because at that time I got to spend a lot of time with my family playing games and stuff. And I also got to learn English, but at that time I couldn't go out or go to school. So I think that it would be in the middle, not that exciting, but not that boring. So my recommendation for learning English, I would say that don't try to force your children, or don't try to force yourself to learn English. Imagine like you are forced to learn English. You would not feel any joy. You won't feel good, and you will hate studying English and stuff. So I think that just do it out of your own. Like I did it because I knew that I wasn't that good, and I got really frustrated that I need to be better. So I tried to learn by myself without anyone telling me anything. But if you force your child to learn English, they will not feel good. Not just English or anything. If you force someone to do it, they will not feel good, and they will feel pressured. So I think that don't try to pressure your children, and if you want to, you can also download Duolingo, which is a language learning app. I'm also learning a language there, so I think that I would recommend Duolingo, and trying not to force anyone to make them learn something, but try to inspire them but not force them. Michael,
Manha,
you're mute.
Manha, do you inspire your friends?
I think I do inspire my friends, mostly on homework, since most of them really want to do homework. So I try to tell them, please do homework, you will do better in school, and you will be happy, your parents will be happy, and also the teacher will be happy.
Okay, that is about homework, but about speaking English, you also inspire your friends?
I think that my friends can already speak English fluently, since like they have also studied English, but I don't really inspire them that much, since they do it out of their own.
Okay. And Manha, I want to know you your days in class two when you started learning English. What what was that thinking? Why did you start learning this? Why? How did you feel the need for learning the language?
At
You said
class at class
if
two,
you
I
were
was
passing some boring time at home, what to do? So you thought English learning can be your favorite pastime. Is that the answer, Manha?
yes, that is correct.
Uh-huh. Okay. So Manha, I understand you learned English yourself from online, from YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. So that's fine. Manha is sometimes I have seen you speak like adult persons, like a mature person. How has that been possible? Do you read a lot of books also?
I sometimes read a lot of books. My favorite book series that I like to read is Dork Diaries, which is mainly targeted for children. But when I learned English, I usually only watched adult videos, like people of like adult people talking and making videos. I think that that's where I developed my adult accent. Since most people, when they hear me talk, they think that I'm an adult, but actually I'm just a child.
Okay, so since you saw those movies, so you can think like them and you can talk like them. So,
Yes.
Manha, one question for you: do you think reading books also can help us in becoming fluent in English?
I think so too. Reading books is really nice. I think I really like to read books of stories and stuff, not educational stuff, even though sometimes I read that, but mostly I find myself reading storybooks. So I think that books can also be a really good, could be really nice to learn English.
Uh-huh. Manha, people sometimes do not have their partners for practice of spoken English. What will they do? Any idea? Any suggestion for them?
Not partners. I think that's going to be a bit difficult. But on Duolingo Max, there's a new feature on Duolingo Max where you can talk to Lily, an AI chatbot, about anything just to practice your speaking. So I would recommend Duolingo Max for them since it's an AI, and if they don't have any partners, I think that's a really good choice to learn English.
Uh-huh. Manha, do you sometimes talk to foreigners?
Foreigners, actually, I don't have the connection with foreigners actually, since foreigners, only a few foreigners know about Bangladesh, and I don't have that connection with foreigners. But if I had that connection, I think it would be really nice for me and also the person too.
So, Manha, you have gone to one foreign country, Australia, Canada, or United States of America for your higher studies. Do you think you would feel comfortable
I think I
talking
would be
to?
actually really comfortable because other countries you have to learn other stuff and other things. But I think that I really know a lot about the cultures of America, Canada, and stuff. And I think that I've learned the language fully, which I think that I have done. So I think that would be really nice for me since I understand their culture and I can also speak their language very fluently, I would say.
Okay, so understanding culture is also important, you are telling.
Yes.
Okay, Manha, do you sometimes watch BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera?
Actually, now I really don't have the time to do it since mostly I'm just studying all day.
And what is your ambition? What do you want to be?
Actually, but I would want to be when I grow up. I think that a motivational speaker. I think that most people would judge me for doing that since most people think that's not a real job. But actually, I will do whatever I want to do since I will feel pleased and my parents also support me. So I think I want to be a motivational speaker because I think that I can connect with my audience very well. And while I'm on stage, I'm not that shaky or not that nervous. I think that I can connect with the people and the audience really well. So I think that would be the perfect job for me.
Manha, when you are in this session, you are talking very comfortably. When you are on the stage in front of an audience of 1,000 people, would you feel the same?
Yes, of course. I think I've talked to a lot of people with larger groups and I don't really feel nervous like that. So yeah, it would be the same.
Do you also maintain eye contact with the audience?
Yes, I do maintain eye contact with the audience, but if I don't do eye contact, it will be like really weird for me. It just feels like I'm talking to a brick wall.
Okay, so many young boys and girls are shy to go to the stage and to talk to the audience. What can they do to overcome this shyness?
Actually, I was a very shy kid also. I can understand what they're feeling. So I think that you just have to sit them down and tell them why it's really important, since nobody will do things for you all the time. When you grow up, nobody will do anything for you. So you have to understand that, and you have to make them understand and make them talk to a smaller group, then a larger, just like smaller group to a larger group, so that they feel less comfortable, and make them go to the stage and overcome like their shyness by talking to people. So I think that really helped me overcome my shyness. So I think that I would recommend that.
Ah, fantastic. Do you often get the opportunity to go to the stage?
Yes, I not often, but I get it really like almost all the time. I go on stages and talk to people.
Uh-huh, great. So do you sometimes also do debating?
Debating, actually, I can do debating because I'm only in class 5, and debating starts from class 7. So I think that if my school has the option, I would do debating, since debating I find it really unique, and I really want to try out debating.
Ah, fantastic. Do you ask questions to your teachers in the class?
Yes, I would say that I'm a really active person in the class. I ask questions, and I also try to understand more of what the teacher is telling. So I ask questions pretty often.
And Manha, do you observe how people are speaking?
Actually, I observe that a lot, which I think might be weird for some people, but I observe it a lot and try to understand the way of the tone and also the sentence.
Okay. Now, I have seen in the past you are very confident while talking. Where did you get this confidence from?
Would say that I got the confidence from my parents, since my mom is a really confident woman and my father is also really confident. He talks to a lot of people with full confidence. So I think that's just in my genes, and I and my parents once also sat me down and told me to be more confident, as I said, to overcome your shyness. So I think that the reason might be my genes, or just the way that my parents made me grow up.
And your grandfather, he was an English teacher.
Yes, he was an English teacher, and he was also the headmaster of the school too.
Okay, so being a headmaster, he was definitely a confident man.
Yes, and he was also really good in English. He would talk to a lot of foreigners back in the day.
Fantastic. So, Manha, we are towards the end of the conversation today. Uh, how do you feel? How do you feel
I felt
after?
really nice. Confident. This conversation was really nice. I really got to express myself, and I really got to talk with my audience, since which I really love to talk to. And I also love talking with you. So thanks for giving me the opportunity.
And it was very good to know you want to be a motivational speaker. So, personally, I also want that young children like you become as fluent as you are. They become as bold as you are. They become as social as you are. Uh, so please keep up the spirit. We wish success of your life, Manha. So, win the world and let the world be yours. We want our young people will conquer the whole world, and this way our country will move forward. Manha, best wishes for you, and thank you very much for joining this conversation today.
And thank you for inviting me also.
Okay. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.